Farron and I met when I was 9 and he was 12. And I wrote in my grade 5 journal that I was going to marry him. There was a lot of journey in between then and when we actually got married, but we did. We got married, and I totally believed that I was marrying my knight in shining armor. I found out pretty quickly that two people who come together with their own baggage, it doesn't look that way for very long. So when they say the honeymoon stage ends, it really does end. We searched really hard. We got a lot of help. We went to a lot of different people, tried a lot of different programs. We knew we needed help, and we really wish that the marriage course had been around back then, because when we started participating in it here at CCLF with the pre-married course, we learned so much, and there was healing that went right back to the very beginning through doing that. And so now with the married course, every time we take it, there's just layers that God touches, things that he brings to the surface, new skills that we learn every time. And it's really, really been a valuable tool in our lives.
You know, back when we started, you had to travel to go to a course like this. You know, you'd have to go all the way to wherever it was. And that was a huge cost and a lot of time frame. You know, to be able to have it in video form here, and this couple's been doing it for 40 years, and they share their own journey. And you know, they started, you know, back in the beginning, we looked around for couples that could mentor us and that we could, you know, learn from. And you know, having been from a background where, you know, the skills weren't given, you know, we didn't know what to do. But I knew that we wanted a better marriage, and I wanted to be a better father, and I wanted to be a better husband, and I had absolutely no idea how to do that. Yeah, you know, counseling, group therapy, seminars, you know, we took everything we could, you know, just to try to get some kind of learning, you know. There's so many, you know, good things out of it that it brings up issues, but it doesn't bring up issues for you to fight over. It brings up issues for you to look at together. You know, one of the things they say in there is put the items in front of you, and you're sitting on the couch looking at it. You're not putting it between you and fighting over it. You know, that's a huge tool. You know, I say to the guys on the job, you know, look, you gotta have tools to do the job, and to do a good job, you need good tools. And this is the same thing, you know, that Nikki and Scylla give you
really good tools.
Fabulous tools.
It's neat to see people start the course and watch the progress, even just observing the closeness that grows. And even if you can't hear their words, you can see that they're interacting with really valuable materials that are helping them. And so I would say everybody, I don't care if you've been married 6 months or 60 years, this course has such value and treasures to glean from it for your marriage, for your relationship.
To exist in a marriage where you've both got issues and you're just not going to deal with them, but you're just existing, you know, that's not it, you know. To be able to put, you know, those issues on the table and look at them. I know in the course, for me, you know, it's not about me looking at Lena going, yeah, she would just, you know, fix that. No, it's about me going, hey, you know, what can I do? Look at this issue that I've got to change. So
we're so thankful that we are being able to be involved with this and to encourage others to take it. I would say every person in our church should take it. It's not just because you have this horrible broken marriage. It's because you want to grow better. You want to have a better example for your children. We heard something way back in the beginning of our marriage. Gentleman, one of the courses that we took, you know, he stood up at the very beginning and he said, your marriage will never cease to be important to your children. And I would add to that the people around you as well, because when you're in a church family, everyone's watching. It's so neat. Our kids are starting to get married and have relationships, and to just be able to sit back and say, hey, you know what? You can walk right in the church and go get the help you need at the beginning. You don't have to wait till you're 15 years in and there's really big patterns that you're struggling with. Do it right away. And
yeah, and it's a date night, so right on.
Yes. It's a really good date night. There's usually goodies there too for the men.